morning. We're starting the day off pretty interesting. We're going for a combine ride. Yeah, like I said, I thought we were going to do this yesterday, but that grain bin ended up coming up. We got to take this up to Ohio Ag Equipment. There's a lot of repairs that are being done to this. Most of it's just wear parts, general maintenance and stuff, but it's a fairly extensive amount of work. So in order to save a service call or two, we're taking it up there. Basically, we're going to save probably $1,200 or so by driving it up there instead of having them come to us. So yeah, we'll drive it up there for $1,200. The one we're taking up there is Dad's combine, the one he always drives. My combine, it didn't have quite as many parts that needed replaced, so they just came down here and did it. It's complete, it's ready to go for wheat harvest. After they get Dad's done, we should be in tip-top shape and ready for wheat harvest. Now, if you're wondering when do we do our wheat, usually wheat harvest will start, depending on how hot and dry it is, mid to late June. That's usually, the earliest we've ever started, I think, was June 15th, but usually it's about the 20th or so, and hopefully our goal is to always be done by 4th of July and have the double crops planted by then.
Gotta watch that tail swing.
He wouldn't be the first guy to put an auger through a wall or another piece of equipment. It ended up being a good thing that we didn't clean out that corn bin yesterday. I know it seems odd to say that, but we only had one more load outside the two that were already loaded to haul into town to meet our contract. So we're done hauling corn till April, which is in 5 days. And we also have 8 loads of soybeans to haul in. So they're hauling the last of the corn, and then they're going to start pumping up soybeans. When I get back, I think we're hopping in this bin right here and cleaning it out, because they're pretty much all down to the sweeps, just about. Pretty close anyways. Gotta adjust tire pressure. Alright, here we go. I love running combines. Driving 2.5 hours up the road, not exactly the funnest thing in the world. Wouldn't think it would be 2.5 hours, being that it's only 40 miles, but this thing only runs 18 miles an hour. We got a police escort, that way we can go down the 4-lane instead of through town. Highways are pretty empty right now. Town, you know, it's really not as empty as you'd think it would be with this going on. It'd be a lot easier just to go down the 4-lane though. It's almost like we're getting chased by the police. Well, I've got quite the line, so I'm going to pull in over here and let these people go around me. There's not a whole lot of places to pass on this road we're taking, so holding up traffic, or as I like to call it, it's a parade. Semi belongs to the other Browns. If you ever Google our name, Brown Farms, Chillicothe, you're going to come up with about 5 of us. Dad's in front of me. He just said on the radio, should have brought the Draper head.
Field of beans right there. Might be a little wet. That one on by you. There's a field of beans.
There's soybeans right here. I don't think they're going to get harvested. There's like, there's probably 50 acres right there. You know something? We're definitely not going to pass anyone in the combine. Not like the Challenger. I think we could pass some people on the line in the Challenger, not the combine. A little slow. Alright, we're like an hour and 40 minutes into this trip. One thing I've noticed, the combine is slow enough, you get a good look at all the roadkill. It's kind of morbid, isn't it? But, you know, I've been in here for an hour and a half going 20 miles an hour. You kind of run out of stuff to occupy your time with. I've seen a turtle, a couple trash pandas, a few possums, several deer, all sorts of interesting stuff. Finally about there. 35. I don't think we're gonna make it there. Finally made it.
Manifold, which I got a fitting in here.
Okay.
And then that'll be your wrench when you're done.
Oh, okay, wrench that.
Yeah, just flush it all out.
Okay.
Yeah, while we were up here, Dad and I came and got our parts for our chem bind. I don't know if you remember that or not, but it's a chemical handler we've been putting together. Had to get some more fittings. There's 1038 taking it back. It's not quite done. Still don't have the RTK modem in the roof. We can thank coronavirus for that because that's slowing the shipping down on that thing. But everything else is done on it. And we wanted to get it back because we might get to do some strip till here soon. Maybe we could just take one of those Ideals home. That'd be kind of cool. They look pretty cool. I wonder if we could snag one of those. Ooh, like that dual bin right there. I guess they're both dual bin. Either one of those would work. We could put that on our floater. I mean, if you've got a good chassis, really all you need is a new bed. You gotta watch your speed. Don't want to get a ticket. Never been so happy to go 33 miles an hour. So much better than the Combine. No police escort this time. We're going right into Chillicothe like we did when we put the tractor up. Let's see if we can beat anybody off the line this time. Now, last time I had it in fuel management mode, didn't even think about that. Slowed my acceleration down. Be sure if I shove this thing full throttle and then hit the stick, about break the tires loose. That's a joke, but we'll definitely speed up quicker. I could at least beat like a Taurus or something. Try it out. Oh, we got him! Ah, they got us through the light though. Much better that way. All right, we made it back finally. I don't know how to kill a day. Spend the whole day driving equipment to and from a dealership. It is 5 o'clock almost. What thing we forget?
Where are we? Elbow.
All right, it's a little bit of a shorter day today. Last week was Dad's birthday. This week it's Mom's birthday, so gotta prepare some steaks. Good morning. It's raining, and we got a bin to clean up. All right, guys, pretend right now my GoPros did not freeze and corrupt files, and then everything worked real peachy. And you gotta watch a cool time lapse of me cleaning out the grain bin until lunchtime. All right, water's starting to run into the doghouse over here. It's starting to get kind of high up on the auger, so BJ's gonna vacuum out. While he's doing that, I'm gonna eat an early lunch. Lunch is over. Back to work. Now pretend everything kept working peachy, and you get to watch a time lapse of me cleaning out the rest of the grain bin. But really, the GoPros did freeze. None of the files read right. I tried to import them to edit. Nothing happened. So, very frustrating. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Recently pulled a Welkers and switched to the DJI Action Cam. Them and Tony Fast all seem to really enjoy them and get along great with them. And I get along terrible with GoPros. Anyways, if you're still watching, give the video a thumbs up. Alright, we got the bin cleaned out. Got another bin to clean out, but it's over at the other farm where our office is. I don't think we're going to clean it out today. There's no drive-through over there and it's raining, so probably just wait till Monday. Only have a couple more loads to haul, and then this bean contract will be done. Are you sad? No more beans to haul today. Boo-hoo. Couple used N95 dust masks. 20 bucks. Still got a lot of life left in them. See if Dad's got his chemical handler hooked up yet. BJ finally got his fuel clip. Stuff's starting to look new under here, though.
What the holy crap?
What? That was your fuel clip you've been missing this whole time?
This is the ladder I used when I put this in there a couple weeks ago. I would imagine that's one of them out of that kit. I did not use this ladder 6 days ago when I started this crap. This is what $13 looks like.
And you had one...
Yeah.
So this truck's been blocking the shop entrance for a week, and he had the clip the whole time.
It's been crushing my soul for a week.
One thing's for sure, your fuel filter assembly is not leaking. see if it leaks. Good morning. One thing I can promise you, there will be no grain hauling today. Thank God I'm tired of hauling grain. I am so tired of hauling grain.
This here radius, gotta get a fitting elbow or a fitting for that yet. You're supposed to be sending it.
So you need this elbow and then it'll be hooked up.
Yeah, this one here, now our friend to put it down in there, so but I won't use it probably.
All right, explain to me how this works. So
I don't know.
These two are coming off of chemical totes, right?
Yeah,
And you can see how many gallons of each chemical you've got.
That's
And sending it into this, which is injecting water to mix it.
No, you go either way. You can go into that, or you can go into the sprayer. You'll go right to the sprayer. It comes in down here, comes up there and out from the valve right way.
Okay.
If you get your valves the right way, I think you figure it out.
Alright, so is your plan to eventually put this on the tanker, or are you just gonna have it,
It won't
park
fit
it?
I can't put it on it. No.
So you just park it beside the tanker.
Well, over at Horses, we won't use it that way.
The tanker, it's right here behind the shop, and we've got a trailer load of water from the nurse tank, so we're gonna make sure the tanker doesn't leak. Because we haven't done that yet. It'd be a pain in the butt. So like I said, we're gonna go over here and fill this tanker up. We can't fill it up. We've got 1,000 gallons of water. Dad said he thought he seen some fluid coming out of it when he drove it over here, hoping it was just water in between the side panels. That shiny stuff isn't the tank. That's the skin on the outside of it. So hopefully this thing doesn't leak. It was supposed to hold water when we got it. So if it does leak, I'd say someone's gonna be getting a sermon from Dad. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I guess it works. All right, tanker's working. One thing we are going to change, plumbing right here on the bottom of the tank. I'm gonna probably put a ball valve. Right now, it's got like a garden hose style valve, and it's pretty loose. And I think it would just be a little bit better, a little bit safer, and more secure if we just extended this out, loaded up something to support it, and just had a regular ball valve, like one of these valves on the tank, like this. So other than that, tanker seems to be working fine. I do have a little bit of service we have to do on this truck sometime in the near future. Got a radiator hose fitting, it's busted. It just goes to the heater. We can bypass it, but I know if we bypass it now, we're gonna be really cold in about November or October. See Dad's fancy steps. He built that so BJ didn't have to hurdle that auger anymore over the bins. All right, back here in the shop. Gotta do some more fabricating to this platform for the chem handler, chem bind, whatever you want to call it. I guess the only thing we have, what you got left? Just put a brace under here for the motor?
Yeah.
So other than that, the fabricating side of this project pretty well done, ain't it?
Yeah, let's put legs on.
Yeah, unless we put legs on it. But like everything else around here, it is going to get a good can of rattle can. Good coat of rattle can. Better put that flex seal on it so it don't rust.
I never thought of that. Damn it, that would cost more than the rest of it, probably.
That would probably cost more than the whole outfit. I don't know, them plumbing fittings are pretty pricey. Alright, we got this thing painted. Got the rails and the underneath painted best we could. Mesh is kind of a pain in the butt to paint, but I think we got her. I guess we gotta paint the top still, but the bottom's painted. It will do absolutely nothing. It'll still rust eventually, but it's painted for now. Looks pretty for about till about the second, third time we use it probably. Oh, Dad's got the sassy massy out. Can't see it, can you? Get up, over there, over there. There it is. Alright, I'll paint the top here. A few of these welds are terrible. I'll grind them down just a little bit. This is where BJ got a welding lesson from Dad while I was at Commodity Classic, I think, or something like that. Maybe Jamaica, I don't know. Putting gloss on the top of it. Fancy. Alright, I came over here to the grain bins. As weird as this sounds, my lunch is in this refrigerator over here, so picking it up. But looks like the electrician's got some more work done on the panel. I think all of our augers are wired up. I think the only thing he's got left to do, if I'm not mistaken, hanging lights in here and another floodlight outside. I think he'll be done, but functionally I think everything's pretty well wrapped up, so that's good. I also have a couple lights we're going to put in up there. It's a little dark over there during harvest. That light shines out that way really well, lights this area up pretty decent. That floodlight lights up right around here pretty well, or not that floodlight, security light. There's really nothing over here to light it up. There's a light over there on that pole that works like maybe 10% of the time. All right, got lunch. Let's go. Lunch was good. Giving the kids a driving lesson. Looks like BJ's trying to hook the 1038 up to the Turbo Max. Maybe we'll finish working on it today. Oh crap, he already got it hooked up. Wow. Like I said, we still got that basket to finish up. It's too wet to turbo right now, but later this week, maybe. Just going to depend on the weather. And I want to get some turbo tilling done early, because that is the tractor that we are going to use to pull the strip till bar, and I want to strip till. But first couple fields I would like to turbo, because I want to try to plant them early. And also where that flood water was at, I know we'll have to run that Turbo Max some there. Now besides fixing the Turbo Max, it's just like 75 degrees today, or 80 or something like that. Probably gonna mow the yard for the first time, so I gotta find the lawnmower. I don't even know where it's at. There's the lawnmowers. I guess we're not getting it out. Looks like Dad's already tried. Huh, wonderful. What is in your hair?
Huh?
Hair's falling out.
Growing new ones in.
Huh.
We'll get a comb over going.
Alright, so the part that was holding this process up was this rod was broke. I had to go get a new one, and that bracket was bent beyond repair, so that's a new bracket. Now we're just missing a bolt. The bolt that holds that onto the basket. As soon as we find another bolt, or find the original bolt, we'll get that on there. Shouldn't take too long, so probably be here the rest of the day. Find it! Oh! I think we're in luck.
I don't know. I'm trying to assess that here.
Need a punch?
I see that.
All right, got our baskets on. Hallelujah! It's alive! Hey guys, I know this video skipped around a lot, and there really wasn't any real direction to it, but a lot of my footage was on that GoPro that froze. But a lot of my footage was on that GoPro that had all the files being corrupted, so it kind of threw a kink into this video. So thanks for watching, thanks for bearing with it. Like I said, hopefully that doesn't happen anymore, and we'll see you in the next video. What am I doing here? Teaser.